I've never really had a childhood. My biological parents were into drugs and alcohol. The physical abuse was something that also was an issue. And so I was removed at the age of 2 and constantly was in foster care, group homes until my 18th birthday. I've moved around. I've never had anything really stable. So it's definitely been a challenge.
Back in August of 2016, Steve and I had become foster parents. Being foster parents was one of the reasons why we started Thrive. We knew that the kids that were in our home, ultimately they wanted to be with their parents. And so what could we do to come alongside of these biological families and get them reunified? And Thrive has done that for the last 4 years.
We started out of our home, we got a truck, and it just grew past our wildest imagination. Initially, we were hoping to maybe serve 50 to 100 kids in a year. We're doing about 100 kids a month now.
Well, I have 2 sisters, 3 brothers. They were all pretty lucky to find somewhere to go. I was the only one who had to go through all the group homes and foster homes. It's just because people don't want older kids these days. I've been in over 40 homes, group homes. I went to 11 high schools, so that was a big thing that I had in high school was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I wanted to find something that was constant in my life.
18 to 24. These are young adults that have aged out of the foster care system at the age of 18 and now find themselves trying to navigate life.
Aging out of the foster care is different for everybody. And on my 18th birthday, I actually got kicked out, thrown out on the streets. Being homeless it's hard. You don't know where you're gonna sleep. You don't know when your next meal is gonna, come around, and the abandonment, just being left on the street, with no support. At the time I was on antidepressants. I ended up taking more than I was supposed to. I almost took my life.
It's a battle, but ultimately you're battling for this child's soul, and so we need to be able to come alongside of these kids and help.
My first interaction with Thrive, I actually met Terry at her office.
Anthony came in. Someone brought him from a church off the streets. He had been on the streets for months. He was hungry. He needed a shower.
I was scruffy, had a long beard.
I wasn't sure at first if he was a fit for the program because there was a lot of needs there.
And so at first I did not trust, what they were saying because I've heard stuff like that before and it just never worked out.
We had him come back in for a second interview, and at that time I really felt in my heart that this is where he needed to be.
And then I came for my second interview, and that's when everything changed because a week later I was moved into one of the houses.
We run 5 transitional homes that they can live in and live into up to a year.
And I've been there since, and it's going on 7 months. And I'm back in school. I was introduced to Dream City Church by a couple members and by Terry and Steve. And I got super involved here right away. I went to the Tribe Men's Retreat up at the White Mountains, and that was a great experience. I met a lot of amazing people there.
They do start to look at Steve and I as kind of their parental figures.
I always joke around with Terry, and I'm like, Terry's just got that mom vibe. She cares for everybody who's in the program. I finally have somebody I can, trust and somebody I can go to when I need help.
In this crisis right now, he's been delivering food to other aged out kids. He just comes into the warehouse. He's Johnny on the spot. Whatever we need, he's there.
I'm really glad that I'm able to help people and be a part of Thrive and definitely make a positive impact.
Part of Night of Dreams that we do with the Dream Center and Thrive is that we pick one person in our program that is going to be our award recipient, just to see the progress that he had made, not only in our program, but spiritually and the way that he's just really progressed. He was just a natural fit to receive that award.
In November, I got baptized by Pastor Brad.
Honestly, Anthony was nervous that Brad was even going to be able to get him back out of the water.
And it was probably one of the best feelings I've ever had, I felt like a new person, and I believe that I am.
And he couldn't wait to take pictures with his certificate and share with all of us. He wanted a picture with everybody showing what he had done.
In the Bible, it says that the Lord died for us, and I truly believe that. With him dying on the cross for us and then being resurrected on the 3rd day, it definitely takes a different meaning for me than it probably would for, other individuals because it's helped me get through so much.
Anthony is starting to resurrect who he is in Christ. and to be able to leave all the things behind that just burdened him, and now he's free from that, and we can see the fruit of that where he's going forward and he has a new hope. And that's really what the resurrection is about, is hope, and we can see that in Anthony.
I want to thank Dream City Church for everything that they've done. I thank Terry and Steve and everybody who has supported me through my walk with Christ.